Hey everybody. We are hopping on again tonight. I told y'all I'd be on here every night this week because we just need some extra get together time because we're all quarantined and we can all use a little uplifting something. So come on in. We are lettering with Tombow pens today. So Tombow is a brand, but we're using the dual brush pens. I am going to be on Bristol paper, so hang tight. I'm trying to share this into our group really quickly too. So we've got the Bristol paper is just smooth, so it's not like watercolor. It's just a little bit more smooth. It's also not copy paper. It's a little bit thick. It's kind of cardstocky, but it's got a smoother surface, and it's really important. Really important to get the right paper when you're using this. So I was just in our Facebook group with our lettering club, and we have been doing this. Now, I'm not going to be going into Bible journaling tonight, but I at least just want to show it to you because we do have a few of these left if you want a Bible journal. Okay, so we've got a few of these at the studio. They're really good and wide margin, spiral bound, thick pages. So we just got through doing that over in the lettering club, and we are going to use this phrase. Notice it does not bleed through. We're going to use this phrase as our inspiration, and we're going to be doing it on the Bristol page, okay, on the Bristol board. So hello, Susan and Mandy, our lettering club members, hopping on again. Got a double dose tonight. So we are going to be, I'm using this pack, just the bright palette pack. I've not even opened this up yet, so I'm going to open it up. And Tombow markers, when used on the right paper, you can blend and do a lot of cool stuff. Now, on this paper, it doesn't do the fun blendy stuff quite as well, okay? But on the Bristol paper, it does. So I'm going to, I like the pinks and blues because they kind of make purple. So I'm trying to think, do I want just purple? Let's do this. Let's test before we do it and see which color combo we like best. Okay, so when you are blending, the way that I like to do it, there's multiple ways to do it, but let me make sure I got other papers. Yes. All right, so I like to start with my light color and then kind of come on with the dark. See how it turns purple, even though this is blue, but blue and pink make purple. All right, and then we grab this pink and we're going to blend the two right in there. You kind of have to do it while it's wet-ish, you know. And then you can blend it. So that's one way. So that's with the light pink. I'm just kind of looking to see which color combo I want to use right now. So that's with the light pink. Now you'll see how the tip has got that. It will wear off though. It does not ruin it. It'll wear off. There are a lot of really cool things that you can do with these Tombow markers. I will just be showing you one of them tonight. Okay, so this is the purple. I'm just testing this right now to see what I want to do. All right, then I'm gonna get this blue, kind of put it into that. That looks pretty. I think I do like that. Let's see how it blends. Coming back with the purple. That's pretty. It's a little harder to fade to the light pink, but it's pretty. So then you just make your decision after you test. When I'm looking through the viewfinder, the pink almost shows up a little bit better though. What decisions? What do you think? Pinks or purple? Purple with the blue. Let me know. I'm going to look at your comments and try to, the first few comments that I see that pop up, because I am a little torn. In real life, I like this. When I'm looking through the viewfinder, I like this. So I think this is being slow at showing me your comments because I don't see any comments coming through. Surely you've got an opinion on this. All right, hang tight. Okay, purple. Okay, we see purple. Yay, purple. Okay, I see enough people saying purple. We're going with purple. All right, so somebody just said, is the Bristol paper different than watercolor paper? Yes, ma'am, it is, okay? Now, you can use Tombow on watercolor paper to get a watercolor effect, but we are not getting the watercolor effect today, okay? This is what Bristol paper looks like. It says Bristol. There you go, okay? We got a whole pad of 20 sheets, and so that is what we are doing. So I'm going to put my pink away. And I'm just going to be using these two colors to get going. And again, we are using this as our, just as of what we're looking at, just our inspiration. So I'm going to re-letter this over here. Alrighty. So whenever you're lettering, you're just going to take it kind of one stroke at a time. Y'all see how it's not all connected, even though it looks connected. We don't all have it connected at the same time. And then I'll come back and do A. I'll just kind of fit it in where I need to. So we'll do. Y'all see how I'm being fairly slow with my letters? A lot of times when you are seeing lettering, you might see it like a sped up version and people are like, whoop, doop, doop. Okay, we are going slow with it. Going slow with it. And so make a joyful noise. Just think about those words, okay? Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. I know sometimes in times like these, we are, focusing more. This is the lesson that we had with our kids tonight. With our, we were like, you know what? You can choose what you focus on. You can choose joy, or you can choose fear and being scared and complaining. There's a lot, there's a lot that you could be nervous about, but there's also a lot to be really thankful for. And so when you choose your attitude and choose to make a joyful noise, it makes a difference. Okay, so I kind of went ahead and got that all lettered out. Now I'm going to come back and thicken some of these downstrokes just a little bit so that I've got room to work. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave my top off because I'm going to be going back and forth here. I may need to zoom in. So let's see. I will zoom in. Y'all know when I zoom in, it like flips around and shows y'all my ceiling. So I don't know if I can zoom in. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got my purple down here at the bottom. I'm going to add some of the blues. And then we'll come back with the purple and just kind of pull it up. Again, I cannot stress to you the importance of the right paper. If you get the right markers and do this on copy paper, it just doesn't work as well. I tried it in the journaling Bible. It didn't work as well either. If any of y'all are just tuning in and you want get your hands on one of these journaling Bibles, we have got a few more at the studio that we are selling. So I can put links to that later if anybody is wanting it. All right, so let's go ahead and thicken some of these downstrokes again. I probably should thicken that. Come back in with the blue. So the process of doing this, because after you have the letters on there, that might be the hardest part, but then when you're just adding this little color, it can be really just kind of soothing because you're not really having to think too hard about it. You're just kind of doodling. You know how sometimes you get into a rhythm of doing something? You don't have to think about it too much, and you can just have some good music on, or you can have the TV on, or you can have people talking to you. It doesn't matter, and you can just kind of mindlessly do it. That's kind of what this is after you get it going. All right, so I'm just, again, it's just a little bit of the blue and a little bit, and then adding that purple again. So I'm going to try to speed up just a little bit, only because anytime I'm doing live videos, I feel like people are gonna not watch if I don't go fast. I feel like you're gonna tune out really quickly if this takes too long. So I'm gonna try to go a little faster. But at the same time, I want you to understand that it is a process, okay? So don't feel like you have to go as fast as you see every time-lapse video out there going. The fact that it does take a little bit of time is really, in real life, what can be relaxing. On live video right here, it might be a little bit annoying for some of y'all. I don't know. Maybe you're not impatient like me. I'm always like, just speed it up. Let me see the end. That's how I feel sometimes. All right, so, oh, I forgot to, that's okay. Forgot to thicken that, but no biggie. So fun. We have a bunch of traceables. If you have not found those traceables yet, I'm trying to think where they are. I think they're under the announcements on our lettering group page. Like if you're on the lettering group, if you're on the Pizzazz page, there is a link to our lettering club, or not the lettering club, but the free lettering page. And then once you're on that, I'm pretty sure in the announcement section, there are links to our freebies. And we have a whole lot of things that you can print out for free that you can just literally, I'm trying to look around to see if I've got one, that you can just trace over. You might not can do like this. Okay, so this is make a joyful noise. Okay, now what our lettering club people are going to do, they can either letter right on here, or they put it up under here for a traceable. They can use it however they want. But for you, like, you can just get markers and trace this and do some fun stuff all around it. So, so anyway, if you've not gotten those, be sure to get them because they're free. You can print them out. I saw there was a girls' conference last weekend that I was not able to go to. I think it's the Complete conference, and they printed these out and had all the girls. They told me there was like 70 girls with all of these traceables just sitting around having fun, and lettering things that was not just fun to letter, but also good to fill your mind with either scripture or positive words, or things like that. So all right, so I think I just saw Andrea's comment about what pens are good for Bible journaling. So Andrea, over in the lettering club Facebook page, we just did a quick little tutorial on that, but the short answer is these Tombow pens are perfect for this. So this was done with Tombow pens, just different colors, and I didn't do this technique though. This technique of blending and layering the colors, it didn't work so well when I tried it, but Tombow pens and Pitt pens both work really well in the journaling Bible. All right, so do y'all see how it's just fun? Just doesn't take a whole lot of thinking. Definitely doesn't take a whole lot of supplies. I've got my Bristol paper and 2 markers. But yeah, for sure, check out the freebies that we have for you. All right, I'm gonna kind of look over here and see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions coming through at the moment. If you do this with us, even if like maybe you don't have Tombow pens, guess what? You can still just try to letter out this phrase. And if you do this, we want to see it, okay? So the more people that are interacting with us, the better. So we would love to see you post your pictures. Tell us what you were making a joyful noise about. I'll tell you, my kiddos, like, there's a lot that you could be upset about. We got all kinds of things canceling, gym meets canceling, baseball tournaments canceling, everything's canceling because we're trying to be wise and smart. My kiddos, they are not having one problem making a joyful noise. They got that down. They are pretty joyful right now. They got new bikes and went all outside. And they turned the sprinklers on today, and they do a little bit of sprinkles, a little bit. I mean, you would have thought it was a summer day. A little bit of sprinklers, a little bit of bubbles, a little bit of riding. They pulled their little, it's not an Alexa, but one of those little things outside to play music, and they were just having a good old time. So they were making a joyful noise for sure. Okay, all right, so we have done all of that blending. So we'll pull it up close so you can see. And then you can just do the fun stuff around it. And this is what I'm about to show you right now is just kind of what you would do if you download our traceables. You can just trace regular stuff and then have fun doing the borders. So I'm going to change my colors, or maybe I'll use similar color. No, let's see. I'm going to pull my pack over here and kind of look and think. I'm not usually an orangey girl. Oh man, I am a War Eagle girl, but I don't know if I want that color combo or not. Let's see. Maybe pink and yeah, that's what I'll do. Pink and yellow. I have pink over here. No. Sorry, I didn't pre-think this out. Maybe we'll do that. Or that. We'll do something. Okay, so here we go, and we are going to just take out, we're going to do these fun little curves around here with the Tombow markers. This looks more yellowy. than I really thought. Kind of a mixture between yellow and lime green. So we're going to kind of come all around here. Let me see if I can zoom back out without flipping this to my ceiling. Yep. All right. And then I like to kind of thicken up some of them just to give it some different weight. And I'll come back with another color too. But this is the part that's just kind of mindful doodling. You could do just polka dots around here on the outside. You could do stripes, you could do swirls, you could do anything you want to. This is just my kind of go-to way to kind of enclose a shape and fill my paper too. Just making these a little bit thicker. Then I'll swap over here. Well, I need to do some of these. Doesn't have to be all of them, but just some of them for extra added weight. And I'll swap over here with my pink. Oh gosh, that's some pretty pink. And just kind of pressing down makes it a little bit of a thicker line. And it's not a solid outline here, okay? It is just here and there. I'm going to also switch to the other side and use my skinnier side of the marker. Remember, these are dual tip pens. That means they've got a brush pen and they've got the other side. I'll go ahead and put in some little polka dots. Can you use regular printer paper? Paige said. If you're talking about the traceables, yes. If you're talking about the Tombow marker and this blending technique, no. You cannot make, you can use the Tombow markers on paper, but this blending technique, it needs to be the right smoothness of paper. All right, and then with this, we are going to just kind of do some lines coming out. Just all the way around. When I do this, I kind of imagine that we've got a center and everything else is kind of pulling out from that center. All right, I like it, but I'm not done yet. Maybe I want to make every other one a little bit thicker. Tombow, these dual brush pens also have lots of different color combinations. So there's like the pastel pack, and then there's galaxy pack, and there's primary color pack. So you really can kind of pick the packs that you like based on, you know, really what color scheme you like the best. Okay, this is not going to even out to where every other one is thick, but no biggie. All right, and then I will get the other end of my dual tip marker and put another little line beside here. And maybe a few little polka dots, and then I'll be almost through. Okay, so hopefully this is just showing you another way that you can just make really simple art. Let me see if I can find my time. Less than 20 minutes, okay? That's what we were at last night too on the video that I shared. And usually that's about what we're doing. Some things take longer, but it's totally possible to carve out 20 to 30 minutes. And as long as you've got your supplies out, and to kind of what we call it in the lettering club, we call it, adding peace and play into your everyday. Because goodness gracious, we all need a little bit of peace. And when you are slowing yourself down just a bit, and lettering out affirming words, positive words, truth words, scripture words, when you are lettering those things, they start to fill you with that peace. And whenever you are playing with art, it is kind of like that play. You're adding in the play to your day and you're just having fun with it. There is something about creating that we really can't explain. We just know that it's there, and that is that it is good for your soul. You don't know how many times we at our studio hear ladies come in and they will say, I did not want to come tonight. I've had the worst week. I didn't want to come to they said, but since being here, I just feel like something's just lifted. I just feel so happy now. And you know, it's nothing we do. It is just what happens like whenever you are like creating and surrounded by positive people, and it's just a good little remedy for adding some peace and play into your everyday. So there we go. So again, this was Bristol board with the Tombow dual brush pen. So I'll show you the pack. Here's the pack. This is, if you're looking for Bristol board, this is what it looks like. If you are interested in our journaling Bibles that we were getting our inspiration from, we can we'll put that link in here too. So that is all for tonight. We'll be back on again tomorrow night with just a little something. All right, see ya.